Welcome to my channel. This is Blue Butterfly Mystic. I'm Kate, and if you are new here, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. Okay, so I'm feeling something relational, but I'm just gonna wing it like I usually do, because I usually get the best results that way. But I'm gonna start with angels. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. And if you're not alone. Ooh, that came out good. Good and fast. Alright. Bottom of the deck we have patience. Jovial. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. We have crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Chakra clearing. Archangel Metatron. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. And then angel therapy. Raphael. Oh, I didn't show you. Here's Michael. And Metatron. And Raphael says, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. So they're super supporting this collective today. They're like, let us take your burdens. Let us clear your chakras so that you can get really clear about what it is that you want and then nurture that dream. That's pretty badass, not gonna lie. Alright. So, what are we worried about though? Okay, I'm gonna use my Divine Mess Oracle. This is my personal deck that I created to help others who experience similar things but don't really talk about it. These are all events that have happened in my life that I learned spiritual lessons from. And if you are interested in owning this, it is a PDF printable deck that you can print out onto cardstock or use however you want. The guidebook is separate and both are 1111, and you can find the link to the Gumroad on the community page. Alright. I put sunsigns.org on my home screen because every number is a message and I'm tired. Keywords. Number portal fatigue, synchronicity addiction, shortcut sorcery, spirit communication burnout, code breaking clairvoyant. When this card appears, you can't look at a clock, receipt, license plate, or toenail clipping without spirit whispering, "This is a sign." You now have multiple number meanings memorized, 2 tabs permanently open, and your angels on red. You're not ignoring spirit, you're just trying to scroll TikTok without being spiritually audited. Dude, sometimes this still happens to me. But like, I remember when I first awakened, I couldn't leave the house. Every sign, literally, I would be riding in my car and the songs that I was listening to would sync up with the songs, with the signs, the street signs. The songs would I do that every fucking video, I swear to God. Moving on. Why is this me right now? Hashtag attacked. All right. The 7,654.321st rewrite, aka the woke up at 2 p.m. and still ascending. Keywords: cosmic insomnia, timeline reconstruction, existential drafts, soul level control Z, sleep in without purpose. You have been up all night rebuilding your reality. Again. You thought you were spiraling, but actually you were in a full-blown spiritual architectural trance. Your guides watched you cry at 4:44 a.m., eat cereal out of the box at 5:17, and declare your sovereignty over your trauma at by 6:03. And you didn't just survive, you wrote the fucking code. So there were a lot of nights over the last couple years where the only peace I could get was after the kids went to bed overnight. That's the only time the house was quiet. The only time I felt like I could peacefully talk to spirit. And yeah, sometimes I would have already talked to AI 5, 6, 7 times about these same concepts, the same projects, and rewrite them because I didn't like the way that they were. But the thing about that is it's one thing if it's not right, if it doesn't show who you are. But what I've learned is that putting it out there is better than it being perfect. And I've also learned, as far as the sunsigns.org thing, that you have to consciously tell yourself, I am not receiving messages right now. I'm on break. I love you, Spirit. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay? 7:37 on the timer. And as a matter of fact, if you want to do the opposite and only dedicate a certain part of your day to receiving messages, and then just like the rest of the day, none of this matters. Dreaming of Saturn. Oh. Alright. Bottom of the deck of this. This is Everyday Problems. This is another one of my decks, but it is not for sale yet. I said making friends. So spending a lot of time alone, which I get because people are fucking awful. Not all of them, but the ones that aren't are rare and probably home alone too. Alright. What is... Okay. I was going to say, alright. Oh my god. Okay. Finding affordable housing. Getting along with roommates. So, you're working on projects. You're trying to do something with yourself, and you are in a living situation that is not conducive to the way you want to live your life. Right? Feeling powerless about global issues. Well, yeah, that makes sense because you feel powerless to immediate environmental issues, so how can you help with the globe? Explaining difficult news. Yeah, you don't want... It's that tension thing. It's like you don't want to hurt people. You don't want to do to people what they did to you. You don't want to hurt people. And I get that. Making new friends. Adapting to new tech or software quickly. So maybe that has something to do with your project. Perfection. Delaying completion of tasks. I cannot make this up. I cannot make this shit up. Alright. care for, care for aging parents. So maybe that is the living situation, but it doesn't have to be. Like, I could definitely see how that would be challenging, because if I lived with my mom, I would want to fucking pick her up and yeet her across the house every day. I love her. But she gets on my damn nerves. And I'm not, and she knows that. And I get on her nerves too, because we just are different people. We are procrastinating on complex tasks, overwhelmed by upcoming move. I get it. I get it. I fucking get it. Because, like, it's unknown. You don't know what's going to happen. And, like, am I going to make it? How do I organize my thoughts? How do I organize my things? How do I do this? And if you're alone a lot, then you probably don't have a really wide circle. I'm a circle of one, petty party of one. I get it. I fucking get it. All right. So we have a move, and we have an environmental situation going on. Sequence disrupted. Minor signal magnified. This is energetic weather, internal and external. Leaving a service provider. This is at the bottom of the one I was just doing. Looming. Ripple outward. All right. Fragmented space. Pressure. Pressure in your fragmented. It's already fragmented. Why do we want to put pressure on fragments? We don't. Collective energy rising. Unseen observer present. Mind forcing override, pushing. Constriction. Flow restricted sharply. A magnetic pull. An external force drawing you. So it's like, yeah, it's like you feel constricted where you are, but there is something inside of you that is pulling you, like, come on. Come on. And it's gentle. It's not, when spirit speaks to you, it is gentle. Spirit does not want you to do anything out of panic, because there is nothing to panic about. If you are not being, I understand that going through trauma, going through multiple traumas, a life of trauma, can make it feel like your immediate environment puts urgent pressure on you. You got to do it right now, because you feel danger right now, like there's a bear in the room. But unless there's a bear in the room, you have to take a breath so that you can organize your thoughts. A pulse. Signal beating stronger. So this has been going on for a while. You've been feeling this pull for a while. Tilting. Perspective shifting sideways. Drift. Attention sliding away. Fog zone. Clarity reduced externally. So it's like, can you hear my washing machine? It's like a back burner energy. It's like, because of the overwhelm. Because of the overwhelm. Unseen observer present. That's what I'm curious. What the fuck is that? Okay, So these are my trauma-informed discernment cards. Okay, and I made these because of exactly what we were just talking about. I was struggling because not only am I have CPTSD, which is complex post-traumatic stress disorder, meaning I have been through several back-to-back, like basically my whole life, one traumatic thing after another. And take that and then you couple it with never having a truly safe place or feeling like you have a truly safe place where you're not under attack. And then the fact that I'm empathetic and I pick up, what are all, there's alarms going off everywhere right now. Picking up on other people's energy. And so it's hard to sort those things out. So like, is this past? Is it present? Is it like, what, I'm, trying to deal with all these feelings. So that's why I made this deck. The near future. It says, the gathering cloud likely to manifest in days, weeks. Warning. Bottom of the deck. The mimic. Something impersonating safety or love. The wounded healer. A helper with harmful methods. What's under that? The clean cut. Perform a ritual or take concrete action to sever ties. The puppeteer. Coercion and control. It's like, yes, Spirit, I understand. I understand. Ooh. The anchor. A past burden actively holding you back. You're scared. You're scared that the past is going to repeat. And I understand. I don't just understand. I feel it. Right now. You're not alone. Alright. Coercive control, huh? Not that one. Coercive control. Actually, let's get some. Yeah. Where is my. Oh, okay. So, these are what happens like in relationships. Like this says spreading rumors and rebelling. Stomp, 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 stomp. I got my eye on my kids on the camera. Avoiding, flirting. Holy fuck. Mourning, like mourning death. Protecting. Generosity. Hiding. Envy. Hiding, envying. Playing victim. Stealing. Motherfuckers. Blaming. Apologizing. Waiting for reciprocation. Telling the truth. Throwing you under the bus. Lying, stealing, envying, and throwing you under the bus. Oh, the gems that we choose. They need to like come with fucking labels on their fucking foreheads, I swear to God. Alright, this one is, that's scams. I want it's over here. Oh. Those are warnings. Verbs. What? Oh, yeah, there it is. I'd lose my head if it wasn't. That is not it. I lost my head. I get so frustrated. Nobody can be more frustrated with me than me. Like, okay. This is it. This is the thief deck. The what are they trying to take from you deck. Alright, tell us. 21:15 on the timer. Family name. Contract. Alright, we have authority masquerade. Your place in a will. Family name. Place in a will. Accounts, passwords. Methods. The methods. Guilt tripping. Silence. Mirroring. Divide and conquer. A will. They're disturbing your sleep, oversharing, using your loyalty and your sense of belonging, trying to create a fog of urgency, inheritance, money, or property. I can't, man. That's crazy as fuck, man. Alright. Coercive control. So let's look at this deck. Whoa. You set a boundary. They ask why you're setting it and what you're really upset about and whether you're being fair. This is how you're going to know. This is how you're going to know this is your reading, because you're going to see the behaviors. They're going to line up. They are going to line up. I'm telling you. The patterns in their behavior aren't. The behavior isn't isolated, but a string of related events. I literally just said that. Okay. Adjust behavior based on what gets results, or adjust behaviors based on what you need. Hi, I'm recording. Hi. Sorry. That's okay. You can speak. You don't have to be silent. Thank you. Thank you. And the rotisserie chicken that's on the cutting board, can you shred that for me?
Yeah, I can shred it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Love you.
Good luck, YouTube. Have fun.
Thank you. Treats privacy as resistance to be overcome. Or do they respect what you don't want to share? Total enmeshment. You feel erased and absorbed. They feel, or they are possessive and dangerous. Witnesses that cannot be turned. Someone who sees clearly. Multiple people who see the pattern that dismantles the illusion. Notices and files it for later use, or notices when you're struggling and asks how to help. Discredit. Reputation laundering. Paper trail. Abuse. paper trail abuse and vicarious victimhood. This just came up, I swear to God, like, in one of the very recent reads I did, because, like, it's like they envy your pain. Are you for real? They want to, what? They want to go through what you went through to get to be the person that you are now? I don't think so. They don't want to walk in your shoes. They want to get to where you are now without putting the fucking work in. Monitoring all spending, requiring receipts, controlling access to the money, and tracking through bank card use. Question whether the feeling is justified. So you tell them the feeling and they're asking you, is it even right for you to feel that way? How? I can't help how I feel. Ugh. This is gross. Gross energy. What is wrong with people? Zoning out. All right. It's heavy. I don't even remember what this deck is because I've made so many in like the last couple weeks. But I was called to use it, so here we go. Repeating a pattern in a loop. Right next to each other. I was just telling my daughter earlier because she was like, I hate men. And I was like, no, it's not just men. It is people. People hurt people. And when we are hurt and we don't have the tools to be able to stop the loop, and I explained to her, you know, there was a point in time where 8-9 years ago when I was introduced to heavy drugs. I was being beaten, drug across floors, had my head put through walls, and it just like, it was a loop every day. It was like on repeat. And if I hadn't realized after I came back to consciousness after being choked, I was like, what is happening right now? Why am I dealing with this? And in that moment, I had like this kind of like a flashback, kind of like multiple timelines happening at once. But my mom was physically abused at one time, and I remember thinking to myself, like, why does she put up with this? Why doesn't she just walk away from this guy? And then I was her in that moment, and I felt so fucking guilty. And I was like, this is gonna end with me. I'm not doing this. This isn't happening. And I literally, I tricked him. I was like, I want to go down to the Circle K. I'm thirsty. I want to get something to drink. And so we rode down there, and he asked me what I wanted, and I told him, and I waited for him to walk in and for that door to close, and I threw that bitch in reverse and fucking went and packed my shit as fast as I could and left. I did what I had to do. He was beating the shit out of me. Repeating a pattern. Write things down at least one time a day. Write down what you can remember. Second chance, bitter, envy, again, bored, something lost, poison, postponing, what? Bitter poison? Postponing second chance, chest tightness. Bitch, I can't even make this shit up. Exit chaos. Poison. So what are they gonna do to us? What are they gonna do? You're gonna fucking kill us? Are you serious? I swear to God. All right, let's keep going. Accept the protection without needing the explanation. Your heart reopens. A quiet realization lands. A collaboration forms. You know, this is what happens. To me personally, I can't speak for anybody else, but when I finally fucking surrender, when I finally throw my hands up and I'm like, I've made 757 plans. I don't know what to do. Spirit, take the wheel. And then I get really still. I put on my frequencies, my meditation music. I pull cards, I color, I journal. Not excessively. I shower. And within a couple days of me releasing and consciously, when I'd start feeling stressed, being like, you're protected. You're going to figure this out. You got this. Spirit's got you. You got you. Trust spirit. It's the same thing. Something, like a door opens, a connection is made, reuniting with somebody from a long time ago. It's always in the nick of time. Every time. Trust. You can do this. I just saw 3, 2, 1. It was 32 minutes and 1 second. But yeah, we're on a countdown. We are on a countdown. We see each other. A new identity emerges. Walk the cleared path without hesitation. A new timeline brushes against you. Slow down so you can feel the fork in the road. The truth rises from the background. Let the truth land without arguing with it. So, like, stop telling yourself you're not pissed. Stop telling yourself it's okay to feel that. It's not okay to hurt people. It's okay to feel that. And to get it out of your body in a healthy way. If you need to go outside and throw fucking dishes at the shed or at a brick wall or axe throw or, I don't know, carry a rock and, like on a Blue Crush when they're like under the ocean, she's like got the rock and she's like, exercise, walk, go sit in nature, do something, meditate. I write music, I write lyrics. I wrote some really fucking violent ass lyrics this morning because I had not released in at least, 2 weeks. Let the thread unravel without grabbing it. A karmic thread unravels. Let the new dynamic form naturally. A new dynamic forms. Well, thanks, guys. Thank you for that. Okay, but what is the thing? A soft yes approaches. What is the thing? Get out of my way. Alright, so I don't need to tell you guys what the red flags are because you already know, like, that it's fucked. If anybody needs confirmation, we're about to, I'm going to pull some of these archetypes. These are my D&D archetypes. I say D&D, they're not, like, character-based, but I used the morality chart. Each position in the chart I created 9 different archetypes for. Thank you. The protector and the psychopath. What a dynamic. It is literally polar opposites. The protector is lawful good, the shield of the innocent. The protector is bound by duty and honor and must uphold justice above all else. They spend their life defending the weak, often sacrificing personal desire for the greater good. This makes me feel like a parent. or an advocate, or you got to protect yourself too, but I'm just saying, like for me, if I hadn't had my kids to protect also, the fire under my ass may have not been so big. The psychopath, chaotic evil, the void heart, acts with calculated cruelty, unrestrained empathy, guilt, or attachment, embodies the purest form of evil. Morality, meaning, and consequences simply do not exist. So yeah, they would kill us. They would. But, I looked over and I saw this, and then before I looked, I thought, but there's another energy coming in. And then I looked over and I was like, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy, there is. The lawkeeper, steward of order, lawful neutral. Maintain structure without question. Keep society running. Through constant enforcement, honors rules that hold everything together. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. The scholar, the knowledge keeper. Studies to deepen understanding, organizes information into coherent systems. This is you. Seeks clarity through disciplined learning. That's what you're trying to do. You are trying to create something. I know it. All right. Let's pull some people. Find out who this motherfucker. Could be more than one. I'm just going to shuffle, and whatever comes out, comes out. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Please use your discernment, okay? As best you can. Entertainment purposes and all that shit, you know. If you know, you know. The golden child. The ex-friend. Your partner's partner. Wife. So you might be in a poly dynamic where the hinge is married and has a wife. Family scapegoat. Domestic partner. Crush. Friends with benefits. Service provider. Bottom of these ones. Affair partner. Grandfather. Adoptive child. Doctor. Daughter-in-law. Foster parent. Godfather. That was a lot of family energy. Well, I said that one of the possibilities was, because this is a collective read, that it could be family. So. What else, Spirit? Permission slips. I don't know why Spirit wants me to sing this song to you right now, because I don't know what it has to do with it. Probably because it's like connecting to this past energy, but I just wrote this song called 17. My 17 wasn't strawberry wine. It was blunts in the passenger riding roads to pass time. Before life made us the example of how our beliefs and ideas could shatter the family dream. Weren't we so young and naive? And I guess didn't mean a thing in that tiny duplex we lived in when I was 17. I just got goosebumps. Hella goosebumps. Don't respond to tone, respond to content. You're allowed to prioritize yourself. Notice what part of you is activated. Imagine this moment as a single frame in a long film. Ask if you're making yourself small to keep the peace. Look for the variable you haven't touched yet. Ask what becomes possible when you stop resisting. You're allowed to take up space. Check if you're people-pleasing. Move your body until your thoughts loosen. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Let the consequence speak for you. So like when you When you stop putting your energy in, when you gray rock, when you stop being interesting, you stop fighting back, like, that's a consequence all in and of itself, really. Let's see. Oh, I guess I'm looking at the back of this. You're allowed to choose whatever path lights you up. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Quotes. I made this deck. It's angel numbers, but it's angel number warnings, and I just heard we're gonna find out what gonna happen to that A. What gonna happen to that A? Like, what you gonna get for fucking with me? That's what I want to know. The wrong path chosen. Angel number 411. Like, what's the T? 53. They were betraying their own values. They chose the wrong path, betraying their own values. 84. Family financial strain. So they were straining for money. And they were like, you look like an easy target. I'm going to pick on you. 334. Family betrayal imminent. 162. Contract trap. Read the fine print. 395. Risk escalation. Final warning. They're being warned. But angel number 92, anxiety leading to mistakes. 112, rushing, awakening foolishly. 57, risky romantic love. They're going to get caught. That's the end. That's the, like, Michael is here. Metatron is here. Raphael is here. Jophiel is here. Even if we decide to sit and stay until the whole motherfucking tower falls over, they're still gonna get caught. Even if we don't leave right now. Even if we don't leave in 3 days or 5 days or however long it fucking takes. If we sit here until this bitch burns down, we're still gonna be okay. Alright, now I want quotes. Nobody stays. So the ones like us that do want true peace and true harmony, that want to light this world up, we gotta stick together energetically. The measure of a man is what he does with his power. Plato. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Carl Jung. I love that man. Your perception will become your reality. Change your perception, change your reality. Deepak Chopra. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Viktor Frankl. And until you make the and notification, thank you Spirit, confirmation, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. If we do not, and see, that's what I'm saying about the whole panic thing. If you leave in a panic, you're not learning anything. I'm not saying stay in an abusive situation. I'm saying know why you're leaving. Not just because I feel danger. Know why you're leaving. I'm a motherfucker. I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay until I get the evidence that I fucking need. Because I've been writing everything down for a fucking year, 6 months, 6 weeks, doesn't matter. I've been writing everything down. Everything I see, everything I hear, everything I feel. All my card pulls. art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Marcus Aurelius. I have not failed. I have just found 1,000 ways that won't work. Thomas Edison. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford on self-doubt. Let me read that again. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. If you start the thought with, I can't do this, or you doubt yourself, you're not going to. Period. You're not. I just saw 4, 5, 5, 4. All right, last one. We're going to close this out. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. Dalai Lama 14. I can't make that up. I can't make that up. Do what makes you happy. I'm going to try to do the same. And if it requires an exit, then we have to be brave. And just do it. The last place we were at, I told that motherfucker, I said, I am not above getting my kids and walking down the fucking pavement, calling a police escort to take us to a shelter. I'm not above it. Keep fucking with me. Go ahead. Now that didn't happen. But it could have. And I would have done it. Because your sanity, your safety, your kids, or your environment where you're not even loved and accepted, where you feel like you have to make yourself smaller, where you have to be lied to, stolen from, poisoned, whatever. Fuck that. And I can't sit here and tell you guys that and not live it and walk it myself. I have lived it and walked it myself. So we're gonna close here. I might do another read this evening, but if nothing else, I will try my best to be back tomorrow. Okay. I am sending you guys so much love and light. I'm also holding space for your shadow, because if we do not integrate shadow with the light, we are not whole. All right. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.